presentation of the National Football League.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl, came really within one quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's Goff. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings
from the gun on third down. Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. On the jet sweep, it's to Slaw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Isaac to Slaw. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Second and 2.
Completes this to Addison out left. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
A gain of a yard.
Straight ahead, here's Mason. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
First down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Throwing is McCarthy. Open man, that's Felton. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Looking to throw McCarthy. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Brings up 3rd and
to the air with McCarthy. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There's a hush indeed. Here's Lou Headley now. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 39. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
From the gun, here's Goff. To the left side, he finds Slaw. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
A shotgun snap for Goff. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
3 and out. 4th down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
This is 2nd and 8. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Over the middle, complete to Addison. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now McCarthy. In trouble, and he's taken down. Aiden Hutchinson now with his 2nd sack here on opening night. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Here's Lou Headley on now to punt the football. This is taken at about the 14. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
They'll start with a run by Mason.
Well, he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage. Here's McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they work this well outfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
He was defended by Kirby Joseph.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 33.
And the Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. That's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Jefferson brings up 3rd down.
McCarthy going to sneak it. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of a yard.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. 2nd down and a yard.
To T.J. Hockenson. A gain of 9.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
McCarthy's
heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Jordan Addison. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 1.
On play action, McCarthy. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
And the Vikings 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. McCarthy. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Second and 10.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Aiden Hutchinson bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Operating from the gun. McCarthy. And he's going to go down again. Aiden Hutchinson drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up 4th down. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
Partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So Charles there on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now Goff. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pushes him over. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, the answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Aaron McNeil. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. But Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Under pressure, and they got to it again. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back to throw. McCarthy. And pressure gets to him again. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Vikings send out their punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Taken from just outside the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here. It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half. Out of the gun. Gone. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
Goff. That is caught. That is
bring them out, bring them out, bring them out, bring them out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring them out, bring them out. Hey. Bring them out, bring them out. Bring them out, bring them out. Hey. Bring them out, bring them out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not me. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, hit before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in the shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque.
EA Sports welcomes you.
just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And that's to Allen Ross St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a play fake, and it's gone. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now gone.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
And 9 yards to go.
There's Goff. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week one. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their 6'3 quarterback.
This week, such an important one for his entire offense, but for him especially. He wants to start this new season off strong. He's got big plans for this year. Wants it to be one where he finishes among the league's best while leading his team to the postseason. A strong opening week is a great start to that. It can create momentum that carries over not just to next week, but the next few weeks as well. A rising tide raises all ships. And if he can start this season off strong, his offense will benefit.
And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Third down and 20.
Throwing is McCarthy. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. First and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, they go back to Gibbs. And again behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 18. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And they will take over first and 10. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, first and 10. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he is swallowed up on him at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Addison holds it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 30 before it's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And the Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
11 more yards. That's another Vikings first down.
To the air with McCarthy. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
To the air again, McCarthy. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Second and 6.
Now second and 6 at the 24-yard line.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop it.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. Open man, that's Felton. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
Will Reichard on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive and that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie, and they start first and 10. Mason going to get it on first down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and 14. Now McCarthy. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They push him back 8 yards and time on second down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. 3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Not too shabby here. This will skim out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And the Lions first down.
And that one drops down. Complete.